Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Turnip Thursday. Oh, I'm a little dizzy. There we go. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. We are on a new trail, a trail we haven't been on yet. Oh, and we're already at a split in the road. Right or left? Right looks more ominous. I guess you should make sure you can say the word, Amory, before you figure out the word. It's really nice. So I wanted to share something with you. So today, the open shelter, we have all kinds of people from many different agencies that grace us with their presence and provide amazing services to our guests and neighbors in the community. And I finally talked to one of the guys who works for a recovery program, and we were talking, and he shared with me, I lost my nursing license during my addiction, and so I'm now back in the process of getting my license back. I'm grateful I can do it. And I said, yeah, I know it's a long process. My first sponsor that I had, she was a nurse as well and lost her license due to her drug use. And I said, and she started the slow process, and I said, she's a nurse now again, so it's definitely worth the hurdles and jumps that you have to go through to obtain those things that, the wreckage of our past, right? It doesn't have to be addiction, but anytime certain things happen, we call it the wreckage of our past. So it is what it is, right? And I shared with them, I said, I said, I'm grateful that I wasn't in that position where I lost when it came to professional stuff like my degrees. Like I was able to start right back up in social work if I chose to do so. This is beautiful. And I said, however, I said on my memories on Facebook, there was a picture of me. I was in the newspaper. I lived in North Carolina, and it was giving me accolades for raising all this money for the kids that I worked with, right? The agency I did intensive in-home therapy, where I went to the home and did intensive in-home therapy with the kids, even though parents were 70 to 80% of the problem. Anyway, and I said, and what's funny is that in the picture, you see me smiling, and you can see a fentanyl patch in my mouth. And we started cracking up, and we gave each other high fives. Like, yeah, I lost my nursing license. Like, yeah, I said, I was really good at my job, And we laughed about it. So I was telling the director of the open shelter about it. And she said, I love that about you. And I go, what? She said, you're very honest about your walk and how far you've come and things you've experienced. And there's no shame or embarrassment. And she said, you just speak your mind. And I go, really? That's a good thing? And she was like, yeah, I think it's one of your strongest qualities. And so we had this a brief conversation, and I said, what's interesting is that my whole life, I was told that was a bad thing, that I spoke too much. And I said, and I always got shamed for it and ostracized for speaking the truth and being my authentic self, right? Because whatever. And I said, I appreciate you saying that to me, because I still work through a lot of that, because if I don't speak my truth, it's or speak truth period, it's like an allergy to my soul and spirit, just like drugs are an allergy of the body and disease of the mind, right? Stop carving on trees, bitches. And so I just wanted to share that with you, that sometimes when we're conditioned to believe certain parts of our characteristics, parts of our character, our personality, our personality, that the environment we grew in sometimes they project their own insecurities. Like, I know people in my family really couldn't speak their truth in a good way. They wanted to speak about other people, but not their own, right? And so I was ostracized a lot for it. I was told just to be quiet about certain things and not to speak up about certain things. And so that's why it was challenging for me, especially on this journey, because I had to speak from my heart and I had to be honest about things. And I worked really hard on that, and I still would always feel like this shame. Okay, there's a dog I had to pet. And So like I was saying, I had this conversation with her, how much that compliment meant to me and that I appreciated that. And so it got me really thinking about other messages that we possibly, the collective, the messages that we received as children, about certain parts of our personality and our character that are actually pretty dope about us, that we were maybe shamed for. And so on this beautiful Thursday, I encourage you to, there's the messages that you tell yourself, right? The things that you tell yourself, where did they come from? Where did those messages come from? You're too much, you're not enough, or whatever it is. Whatever the messages that you were probably told in your childhood that still may have a little bit of effect on you right now. And again, we always say perception is everything, right? Thank you, son. Yay. So just think about that. And sometimes, you know, when we think these things about ourselves, it really would stifles our growth and our energy, because for a long time I knew the truth about a lot of things, but I was afraid to speak on it because it was never welcomed. And now it is. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Maybe think about, what are some false narratives that have been spread about you, some false messages that may be still affecting the way you live today, that may be a few barriers, maybe a few bumps in the road from your progress, your growth, and you on this journey, in this path. You're not what they say you are. I mean, and if you are, then okay then, but there's a white fucking squirrel. Hold on. You see him? Oh my God. Holy shit. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mr. Squirrel. Hi. Oh my God. Hi, I'm sorry. Go ahead and get a nut. Wow, I've seen red squirrels. I haven't seen albino squirrel in, gosh, since before winter. Wow. Wow. Oh, fucking albino squirrel. Are they albino or are they white? I don't know. There's fairies over here. Anyway, sorry, you know, I get sidetracked. So anyway, now I'm going to have to Google what the meaning is of seeing a white squirrel or albino squirrel. I didn't see their eyes. I think if they're albino, I don't know, I'm just guessing. If they're albino, their eyes are red, but I don't know if there's even a difference. But anyway, so I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I will be pulling cards. Whenever I get home, I'm going to enjoy this nice little walk. Kind of cool. It's pretty fucking hot. So anyway, I hope you're healthy. Ooh, happy. And I so wish that you're full of joy. Find joy in everything that you do. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Have a great day.